Welcome to this live stream. Hello, hello. Something happened with my previous stream, and I was getting set up to read. So, um, yeah, there seems to be a problem with my Wi-Fi. Oh, and so today and I have so many inquiries about it. So I will do that and start the house. Nine, yes, around nine. Nine to start using. So basically, what I do, set up messages and then I set up my space and then it brings back um, Okay, welcome. So, hi there. This mine is tiring, and my baby is downstairs screaming her head out, telling my nanny every time she's screaming like that, I can't concentrate. But it's like she doesn't hear what I'm saying. I just lost my concentration. You can get zippers. Yeah, if I Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Should I do that exercise about jokes? Because let me do the mindfulness exercise. So, five things I can see. You can see my laptop. I can see this mouse. See my ring light. You can see my headphones. You can see my phone. You can see my second screen. I can see my book. I can see this cute thing that I was given by my son. You can see my thing for holding the mirror. I want to put myself back. I want to bring myself back. I can talk about this thing. So I was given this by my son from their school. It's a Mother's Day card. It's really beautiful. And it's a bookmark. It's like they just know my vibe. They just know my vibe. It's a bookmark. Yeah, I'm sorted for bookmarks. And I have so many bookmarks by the way, because I have so many books. You see, this is my bookshelf here at the back. But I love gifts. Oh, I love gifts. Love gifts. And I was gifted. So those are five things that I can see. Four things that I can feel. My chair, a gentle breeze coming in from the window. You can see someone putting outside. I said these four things I can feel. I can still feel someone opening the cabinets in the next door. And I can feel my hands on my, because my head is almost hurting. Are five, four, threes, things I can feel. No, those are the things that I can feel. Now, things I can touch, my laptop. Yeah. Three things that I can touch, three things I can taste or smell. Nothing, just my mouth, my saliva. I haven't eaten well, I haven't even drank water, which probably I should do because I'm feeling headache too. What was the last one? What has the other sense? Eyes, nose, mouth, hands. I think all of them. Let me now breathe. I breathe in for four, holding, let out for five. Let's see. I knew this would work. Feeling better. And thankfully, my dog is now quiet. So let's get into this. It's called a mind map. A mind map is where you're just trying to help yourself understand what could you do to get better. And I said this year it's all about mindfulness. Mindfulness, mindfulness. Mindful eating, mindful physical fitness, mindful in every way. So I did this a while back actually. I think this is 2022 or thereabouts. Or even, I'm not sure. Let me see if I can see the exact date. It's being covered there. It doesn't matter. It was a while back. So it starts with, what do you want? What is your long-term goal? For me, I said to be a well-known nutritionist consultant. And I am a well-known nutritionist consultant now. But this was a vision cast I did Kitambo. I did this vision casting a while ago. It's working now. So what are my passions? So there was nutrition education, organic farming, cycling competitively. I haven't been cycling competitively for a while, but back then I would cycle competitively. Like when I feel this thing, Then, who are my mentors? At that time, I had this guy from Millennial Legacy. I had this guy from Africa, yes, and I had this lady from the nutritionist. So, what are my skills, development, and what gap? So, I can write a book, good at that. Can edit video, and I'm good at financial management, especially for my business. So, what are my tech interests? I have done Android development. I'm a good at graphic design and editing. I'm also like a novice at web development, like coding. I'm a novice, but if I am using like what is it called? A web builder, I can do that very easily. And I've built myself a website. I'm actually looking to build another one. So I need to add a shop and else. So what are the opportunities that I still have even now? I can do online consultation, nutrition consultation. I can do a program abroad. I can do food production at I did actually do my master's, though not abroad. I did it at JKUAT, but I deferred. Looking to go back. I'm just doing motions. Of course, the reason I deferred was because of money, but I'm looking to understand myself better and plan better. Now, what can I do? And publish 60 recipes. I have like 30 so far. You can also get 10 contacts for Malkia Fresh Food Bites. And I have done that. Like, I love how I wrote things down and they came to be. I wrote things down and they came to be. And super, 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 super awesome. So awesome that the things I wrote down have come to be. The things that I wrote down have come to be. I wrote down about wanting like a certain income for Malkia. It has come to be. I wrote about wanting to farm. I got a farm. I have been farming organically for like this is 5. So I've been farming since 2021. I wrote down my vision and I'll continue writing it down because it's working so well. It's working so well. And I'm definitely gonna continue because um if I don't continue writing down my vision, and that's what we have been instructed in the Bible, I'm gonna lose out. So I told you this was in 2021. 2021. I knew that I'm passionate about nutrition education, I'm passionate about organic farming, I'm passionate about cycling competitively, and I have been doing those things. So for that time when I was writing this challenge, all this I was filling in this mind map. I had the goal of holding a medical camp in Nyahururu. I did, and it was successful. It was so good. I said I wrote my first 30 recipes and I created the design. I did that. Reached 20 paying clients monthly. I'm not so sure I reached 20, but I had quite a number, especially during those consultations. I had quite a good number of clients. Now it continues. This one is someone else's. I wonder why I have it. Isn't it that funny? Is that funny? This is for other people. Sure, I should stop sharing. So let me move it. Now we talk. So, what is a mind map? You might wonder what is a mind map? It is basically helping you to understand what are the things that I I aim to achieve within the next 1 month. Like you start really small. Within the next 1 month, what do I want to achieve? But before you go to what you want to achieve, you look at what are my goals? What are my skills? What is my knowledge? What's what else can I do to achieve uh, the kind of what kind to achieve the kind of response that I want? So at this time, I had different opportunities, I had interest, I had skills. So I put those together. I was able to edit a book. I said I will create that recipes and publish them. And I did. Now, what I want to do a mind map is very similar to a vision board. Only now that a vision board, you put more pictures and graphics and the things you want. But for a mind map, you actually answer these key questions. You ask yourself questions and you respond to them to your passions. What skills do you have? Who is mentoring you at that level? Or is it that you're doing like self? Mentor, you are alone, wolf or wolfess. What is that? The female version of a wolf called? You're just doing you. You're not taking any, you're not taking any, you're just being yourself and choosing to be yourself. It can be very, very hard, but people have different skills, people have different desires, passions. So this was my passion back in 2021. And I smashed it. I believe having a goal, having a mind map is like casting your vision and putting it out for people to exactly what you're doing. And it works for me. And I encourage you to actually try it. You might find that it will work for you. You never know. You might still work for you. And the good thing, like whenever you're celebrating your wins, writing out your vision or your mind map, you feel so good. I was sharing on in our prayer group the other how I wrote specific things that I wanted, and then I achieved those specific things like to the left. God dotted the T's, sorry, dotted the I's and crossed the T's and made sure that I got exactly what I needed. One of the things that I needed was a table, a dining table, a hardwood dining table. Do you know I got exactly that? It took long. I'm not denying that. It took very, very long, but eventually I got it. I got what I wanted and it worked out so well. It worked out so well. So I would advise you if you're looking for something, if you're trying to achieve a certain goal, remember this was in 2021, September. I was casting my vision for October and I achieved those things. Now, how many years are so October 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025? 4 years. 4 years. Remember, one of the things that I had to do is have a very sustainable income for Malkia, 20 clients or more. Right now, I have more than that. Actually, I have 20 clients who are paying. Yes. The masters we ran last month attracted 11 clients who are paying. And that's just one thing. This month we are doing section 2 of that masterclass. And then after that, we are going to look at a girl. So I'm getting more than what I envisioned. I'm getting more than what I dreamed of. Now, let's talk about this thing. Because this life was about read book and just casting my vision that even as I read this, I'm gonna write my own. And this, let me see how many pages. It's 212 pages. 212. So right now, I think I've written like 15 pages or more. Let me see. How hard would it be for me to get to see my book? I've actually written a lot. I have written a lot. More it's more than 15 pages, imagine. Mm, Let me see if I can find the book. I actually read a lot. I didn't read how much I just enjoy writing. And I also need to fix up my words. I need to fix up my Google Drive. It seems to have so much information that is not even making sense. Okay, now there are videos I needed to upload. I forgot. Oh my goodness. May that be happening there? Does this count pages? Yes, I've written 17 pages of content, I mean. Of course, one page is references and one is references and the introduction, but I have started. That's the most important thing. Taking the first step. Taking the first step. Let me see if I can share my screen. This one, yeah. This is the book. So I took the first step. I picked out a topic. Of course, I listened to a webinar, no, some ad where they were trying to guide us on how to actually start. So the first step to pick out a title, and I picked nutritional mismatch hour, why our bodies try modern, and I wrote the introduction. Then I went yes, the references, but this is just chapter one. The important thing is I have started. So it's a work in progress. This is already chapter two, but of course I have not filled in chapter one. I have an outline. Let me use the outline. So the task, the task for that thing I watched was to get a title and do an outline. So I got my title, The Nutritional Mismatch. I did an outline. This is the introduction. Then you have those subsections. Then how human evolution has shaped our metabolism and digestive system. The rapid shift, the last uh, past century. Then why nutrition mismatch matters to health. Then part one, it is building now. This is what I have read so far, part one, and I've gone to chapter two. So it's a work in progress. I will continue working on it until I had that time when I was writing this, I had thought that I would finish within 6 weeks. But I realized that is very unlikely, given that I'm not just writing the book 24/7. I have other things I'm doing. I'm reading, researching. I am a wife. I have so many roles. I'm still consulting, drawing up your meal plans. By the way, if you have asked for a meal plan and you have not still received it, it's because life is like thing. Look at me right now. I'm feeling tired and it's barely one. It's barely one. But I have learned to pace myself, or I'm continuing to learn to pace myself. Like right now, I won't be able to read this book because I need to go for my walk. I need to go for my walk. It has stopped raining. My energy is not all here. So it's an ideal time to go for something physical, to move, step outside, breathe fresh, like the rain after the rain has washed down, has washed. Like I love how the air feels after it has rained. Oh. And I have, of course, been avoiding drawing meal plans. I have almost 5 that I have not drawn up. I can't believe myself. I don't think I have achieved the to do I had for today. Oh my goodness. Let me check because I had just 3 tasks. I had 3 priorities. One was to do those meal plans. Two was to edit the video for this week. And three, let me see. Let me see. Now the problem is taking the phone is you always get distracted. Now let me see what was my other task. The other task for me for today, one was to finish the meal plans for my clients. I have almost 5, which is a lot. I think I shouldn't be piling them up. When I pile them up and I keep saying I have 5, I feel like they had too many. Then I was to edit videos. Then I was to create content for that book I've shown you for the masterclass. Then, as part of me time, I was to read the book. Now, I have exercised. I don't know, do I just read the book? I think I can read the book and then go for a walk at 1 because right now it's 12:30. This is my internal monologue. But before I have my background, avoidance. But I'm trying to take myself. I love my background. These are my accolades. My accolades. These are real, by the way. They're but this one, this one I was given by the She Awards for being the healthpreneur of the year under 30. I think this one I received it in 2022 or 2021. It should have the year. It doesn't. Then this one I received it in 2019. It is from Kenya. This one you can see for the best nutritionist in 2019. My accolades. My accolades. I'm there so that I can remind myself how good I am. Then this one, it was great. This one, let me tell you about this trophy because it came with a lot. This one came with a lot. Hey, this trophy, I got it. So you see on my mind map. Let me show you my mind map. You see on my mind map, I have this mentor, Simon of Millennial Legacy. This is where I got this trophy. So we were pitching our business, and I pitched and I won. So the first thing that I got was a laptop. I gave that laptop away. I got this, of course, I've shown you. I got this trophy. Then I got a laptop. Let me put this here. This glass ball is very fragile. Of course, this thing is very steady, but still very fragile. I didn't want an accident of any sorts. And accidents come. They're not even like you're not even planning for to have an accident. Just come. So let me put it safely. So I pitched my business and I got to be number one. I got that trophy. This one. Then I got what else did I get? I got a laptop, and I think like my accommodation was paid or something. There was some cash reward. Again, we were also allowed to use the space there. It was at We were allowed to use the space at Millionaire Legacy where we were having the training. It was awesome. I can believe that just elevated my mood. That just elevated my energy. And now I can read my book the next 30 or 20 minutes. Just remembering that I went, oh, my accolades, I need accolades. I need more accolades. So I've been reading about a plant-based diet and just this book is trying to convince me why to go on a plant-based diet. And so I'm convincing you as well. Now, United States, farm animals generate 3 times more excrement than humans, and this waste contaminates water, land, crops, and other vegetation, and the air. Oh, a United Nations report names animal agriculture as one of the largest sources of global warming emissions. The public risks from consuming animal products, infectious diseases, widespread pollution, global warming, shortages of energy, water, and food may exceed the personal health benefits. Wow. Then the purpose of eating meat products, dairy, and fish is to prevent starvation. There are virtually no nutrients in animal-based foods that are not better provided by animals. By plants. This book is being rude. It's saying there are virtually no nutrients in animal-based foods that are not better provided by animals. Is that think so? So reliance solely on animal products may create nutritional deficiencies. Okay, now that's just weird. Okay, but it's true because animals don't have vitamins and they don't have minerals. They don't even have much carbohydrates, which is very interesting. So if you are on a fully carnivorous diet, you can actually develop deficiency. Do you hear you know yourself? In a fully plant-based diet, animal like a carnivorous diet, you can face malnutrition because you don't have minerals and you don't have vitamins. So you have uh, deficiencies. You can have deficiencies because of lack of nutrients in the body. Let me tweet that. So if you're on a carnivorous diet, you might face some deficiencies, which is interesting to know. Very interesting to know. Now, now, I'm almost done with this. Directions. Ask a doctor. Oh, no, before that, it says reliance solely on animal products will create nutritional deficiencies. So directions for using this product, that is milk, dairy, and fish. Ask, no, so meat, dairy, and fish. Ask a doctor or health professional before use. Hands after coming into contact with animal products and washing, serving, eating, and food preparation services thoroughly, as well as the utensils of that they come in contact with animal products because animal products are not clean. Blood is not clean. Sometimes the meat will be soiled. It will have feces like it has to be clean. When I worked at Farmer's Choice, we had to really, really clean the tables and everything to just ensure everything is so clean, right? Then it needs to be put out of children's reach until it's properly cooked. Can you imagine a child taking a piece of raw meat and putting approximately 1 in 6 Americans get sick from foodborne diseases every year. Follow recommended storage temperature. Like meat, beef, even chicken it has to be frozen for if you're taking it for long. If you're not taking it for long, you put it in the freezer at around at around less than 10 degrees, not at room temperature. If you put it at room temperature, it will go bad so fast. Even milk, even yogurt, if you put it at room temperature, it goes bad very fast. So you need to so yeah, you need to cook meat into an internal temperature 165 Fahrenheit or greater. I don't know what 165 is in degrees Celsius, but it has to get to that internal, that is to the most middle part. Discard beef suspected to contain bovine spongiform and as the pathogens cannot be killed by a cooking. Okay. However, this may not be discoverable as a single hamburger may contain meat from 100 or animals or more. And the USA has banned private party testing in the United States. Like you can't just have it tested for yourself. You have to have someone else come and test the meat for you to make sure that it is healthy. I saw this at Farmer's Choice. There has once an animal is slaughtered, there had to be a veterinary doctor to come and check. They check the liver, they check the lungs, they check the heart, they check the muscle to just ensure there are no parasites in the animal. Because parasites, they exist. That's why we deworm, because they are there. They are there. Parasites are a reality. So when we don't cook meat properly or store it properly, we may you might eat or consume parasites without knowing, which is sad, very sad. Now, so your meat has to be tested. This is the other thing also, that the risk that comes with slaughtering animals during festive season. Because when you are slaughtering during festive seasons, we rarely check. Um, we don't check on the goodness of that meat. Just slaughter and eat. We don't know if it has parasites or it developed a problem somewhere. So it's risky. It's risky. Mhm. Now, it has also been discovered that prion proteins, these are the precursors for prions, are found in pasteurized milk. And remember, pasteurized milk is actually the one that has been heat treated. Like you see, there's usually pasteurized milk and ultra heated milk, ultra heat treatment milk, UHT. So UHT destroys most of the bacteria, if not all. But pasteurized does not necessarily destroy all of them. In the food industry, we say there's a colony forming units per like gram. So if your food is below the colony forming units and it has stood the shelf life test, this is for, remember I worked in a meat industry, worked in bread processing or wheat industry. I also worked in a sauce and jam making industry at True Foods. So once you ensure that everything is okay during the processing, then you put it shelf for there's a time period which you put it on the shelf. If it goes bad during that time period, you know that your process is not going well. So if you put bread, it shouldn't go bad until day 5. If it's at room temperature, remember this is at room temperature. If it's meat, it shouldn't go back bad by 3 days at room temperature. Remember this temperature. So when you put your product out at room temperature and it had in less than 3 days, it means there must have been lots of pathogens, parasites or bacteria that were in that meat that now they have increased in quantity yeah, they have increased in quantity, leading to it going bad. So we would check the colony forming units. Those colony forming units they are the ones that actually cause like bacterial overload or parasitic overload in a product. So if it's yogurt, for example, we say if you go to buy yogurt and that it is swollen, it probably has a problem. Don't take it. Or you come and store it in the fridge and it still swells, it has a problem. Now, let's look at how do you cook animal tissues. You should really, really cook it thoroughly until you kill any and every pathogen or colony forming unit. Okay? Cooking animal tissues can create known carcinogens. That is another tragedy. You can actually be trying to cook this food, but it like ignites other carcinogens. And you remember carcinogens are the cancer-causing units. So animal flesh should be sufficiently heated to prevent food poisoning from pathogens, but not heated enough to create excessive cancer-causing agent. Again, when you cook food too much and like it gets charred, I know people love charred meat, like black. When you're going to buy nyama choma, you will go for that one that is charred and has a crunchy kind of feel or taste in your mouth. I would not recommend it because those things are the ones that are cancer causing. Those are known carcinogens causing agents. So other information you should know: meat and meat products, dairy and dairy products, and fish, you should store it at 37 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 to 3 days for most meats. 1 day for food, 3 to 5 days for milk, and 2 to 3 eggs in a shell. In a shell. These are general guidelines only. So it depends with exactly are you um what product are you dealing with. These are just general guidelines. You can kindly like before you leave. Please like before you leave. These are just general guidelines. There are some foods that you would need to there's some food that you would need to probably freeze or store at a lower temperature. There are foods you would probably need to store at a lower temperature. But hey. So meat, dairy, and fish, it be stored at should be stored at below 10 degrees Celsius in the fridge, like refrigerator or frozen. You need to freeze them. If you can't just leave things standing in the air, they will even pull yeast and bacteria from the air that will lead to them going bad. So inactive ingredients have anticoagulants. Remember, coagulants are the ones that stop blood flow. So anticoagulants are things that will make blood actually flow. If it's in an animal and it had been injected with something like an antimicrobial and it's broken down completely in the body, and then you're eating this meat when it is medium rare, it is not cooked thoroughly. I don't. Anyhow, there are also antioxidants. There are things called binders that are found in food, coloring agents. For example, sausages, ham, and all those things. Meat is not normally that red when you're eating ham or a sausage or a brown. Meat is normally not that red. So there are coloring agents that have been added. They are denuding agents. They are film forming agents. They are flavoring agents. I know when I worked at Pharmaceuticals, we put so much flavoring in the sausages, in the smoky, in the bacon, in the ham, in the turkey, so many. There are also packaging systems like, yeah, definitely. Heat modifiers because this food to remain at close neutral straw. They either survive in a pathogens love an acidic environment. So you put a pH modifier. Remember, we are reading this book. Don't worry, we are not getting it. We'll get it if you follow over the days. So if you put a pH modifier so that that food product, even under storage, it remains at that specific pH level. Then there are also poultry scud agent and tendernizing agents. Yeah, meat tendernizers. Even now they are in the market as a spice. I saw it in the supermarket as a spice where you're buying meat tendernizers. And I'm like, okay, dude. Okay, why do you need meat tendernizers and you can just cook this meat until it's tender? You're going to plant-based foods. So when people change their diet, they often become on what they can't instead of what they can eat. And this is something I always tell my clients: don't focus on what I'm eliminating from your meal plan. Focus on what I am adding to your meal plan. And remember, we have this masterclass on meal planning on Saturday. And when you come and you're telling me, Wanjiko, you're taking away beef, you're taking away bacon, you're taking away sausages, but you're not looking at what is it that is being added to my diet, because I will always add something. I will always add something, and those are the beneficial things that will actually benefit your body. So don't focus on what I'm taking away. Focus on what I'm adding. Kindly give us a like. Give us a like. Double tap on the screen. Double tap, and it will be a like. Thank you. Now, don't focus on elimination. Focus on what is actually being added to my food. What is being added to my food? Okay. What can I eat in this level? So here is a general list of just some of the many wonderful foods that can be part of your diet once you follow the Fox of a Nice path. These suggestions are just that, they're suggestions, okay? They're just suggestions. The more you explore the world of plant-based food, the more you will enjoy eating things you may not have had before. Vegetables such as cardon, Chinese broccoli, lettuce, roast, tomatillo, and fruits such as carabola, cherimoya, logan, mangosteen, sapote. Yeah, I've eaten sapote. I didn't know that. So soon you'll be making suggestions to other people, recommending favorite foods that you may not even know about yet. So it's a journey of discovery. So foods that you can eat fully is fruits and vegetables. There's no restriction on fruits and vegetables unless you want to lose weight. And even when you're losing weight, we really still don't restrict fruits and vegetables. You can eat apples, you can eat apricots, you can eat bananas, berries, citrus, dates, figs, mangoes, melons, peaches, pears, pineapple, plums, pomegranates. Vegetables, you can eat asparagus, carrots, celery, cucumbers, onions, peppers, pumpkin, sweet potatoes, tomatoes, squash. Yes, some of these are botanically fruit. Yeah, squash is a fruit, but we think of them as vegetables. No, squash, pumpkin, those are fruits. They are fruits of the pumpkin plant. Then you have cruciferous vegetables such as broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower, radishes, Swiss chard, turnips, watercress. We have leafy greens such as beans, chard, collards, kale, lettuce, parsley, spinach. Those are leafy greens. We have sprouts such as adzuk bean, alfalfa, broccoli, mung bean, soybean, sunflower sprouts. Then you have tubers such as parsnips, potatoes, yams, arrowroots, cassava. We have sweet potatoes. Those are. Then you have mushrooms, including kerimeni, potobolo, shiitake, and other mushrooms. We have legumes such as beans, chickpeas, lentils, peas. Lentils are kambe, peas are njugu, beans nebosho, mawe. Now, whole grains, we have amaranth. Amaranth is terere. Yes, terere. Terere, the red one, will give you seeds. Then those seeds, you dry them and you mill them. If you're Kenyan, you know we mill those things we mill terere or amaranth, and that flour is used in our porridge. And I love such kind of porridge. I'm actually gonna go and make porridge after this. Then we have barley, we have corn, we have kasha, we have millet, we have oats, we have cornea, we have rice, we have wheat berries. All those things you can eat. Those are not restricted. So fruits that you eat more sparingly, we have avocado, we have coconuts, we have dried fruits, we have nuts and seeds and olives. You can also eat lightly processed, instant, ready to eat food that are okay, right? You can eat pasta sauces. You choose a sauce with a little to no added oils. You can also eat milk, plant milks, such as soy milk, rice milk, oat, hemp milk, nuts, and such as almond milk. Okay. You can have oil-free salad dressing. These are dressings that should be low in added sweeteners. Okay. You can also have soups made with whole foods, such as canned or dried. One of the good ones is Dr. McDougall's line of light sodium soups, which are particularly good. Reading. To have whole grain bread mixes and crackers. These include whole grain bagels, cereals, muffins, pancakes, pasta, pita pockets, pizza crusts, waffles. But you gotta be careful to avoid added sugars, oils, and other unwanted ingredients. Remember, I said every time you're eating, every time you're eating wheat and wheat products, be very careful because the taste of wheat and wheat products is elevated by adding oil or fat, sugar, and salt, and spices, of course. When you find something that you love is made with wheat, look at what else have been added. Is it cake? What has been added to make it cake? Is it crack? What have been added? Okay, so there's so many foods that have concentrated vitamin and calcium. These are still very good for you to eat. Calcium is good for your bones. Vitamin C is good to prevent colds. So these are things that we know, and they fuel interest in nutrition. But do we often look at individual nutrients that like these foods have, or are we just looking at this thing has vitamin C, this thing has calcium? We should look at the food as a whole, Don't just look at the individual ingredient. Okay. So good health is achievable. It is definitely achievable, but you ought to keep focusing on how you can achieve a healthy dietary pattern. That one that is low, it is plant-based, and the diet is comprised of. So we're gonna stop there. We have to stop now. We have to stop now because it's lunchtime. I need to go for my walk. It's lunchtime. It's lunchtime. Lunchtime. This is my file for putting just records of clients and what I'm doing for that day. I have also had it for quite a long time. I have had it for a pretty good time, a long time. I love keeping records, especially if those records will enable me to reach out to those clients in the future. I keep them, and they come in handy. Come in handy. And I am promoting a program, and right now I'm looking to do email marketing. I will definitely be needing those contacts, those names. Yeah, so far so good. I've read my book. Uh, and this feels interesting because it's like I'm working with you. One thing I don't have at the moment is someone to bounce, like a physical person to bounce my thoughts off. And I think that's why I rely heavily on AI systems because we can converse, we can chat, and also being online. We can converse, we can chat. It makes sense when I'm here talking to you as I am working. So far, so good. I have enjoyed this. I need to correct a lot of things before time runs out. So I need to go to studio. So there's something that happens with these live streams when 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 you stop the live stream, the video goes on private immediately. The video goes on private. So I have or unlisted. So I have to come back on the channel and make sure that I change it to public. I've got to make sure that I change it to public so that when someone comes to the channel later on, they can see it. All right, so right now things are going well. I need to still change. I need to change the timings of my videos. Then probably later, that time is okay. Later, I will come and Nini. I'll come and now create thumbnails. So for now, I'm just trying to make sure everything is okay. Everything is working okay. I want to make sure that everything is working okay. I'm also experimenting with different times of publishing my videos. Different time zones, just to see what shakes. I've gone on so many live streams, which is super interesting. So I have to check also if there was a violation, and so far so good. So they're scheduled live several, and then there are these ones. Oh, that now I have to edit, and just remember what we are talking about. Yeah, so basically that's it. Let me end the stream. So this was I was answering your Q&As. I'm also now realizing more and more what I need. I'm also realizing what is it that I need for work. Because I realize like I need I need another screen. I need another screen because the one I have is not working. I only have one and a small one that I don't necessarily love. I also need a different chair. I have like so many things that I need. You guys come pay for the masterclass so I get money. Hmm? Oh, I'm definitely exhausted. I'm just pushing myself. If the good thing is I'm looking forward to just finishing this And then yeah, just finishing and going outside. But honestly, that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to being outside. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. No, this is not running. I just need to take a break. Definitely need to take a break. Yeah, wow. Huh. Good, 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 good. Let's end the stream. It's been a good one.